Pressing the button. Are we recording? Holy shit, what is going on? Welcome to another, whatever this is, after 2 years. If you remember, I've been doing these work vlogs, I call them. We're not going to call them work vlogs, we're just going to call them silence, crickets. I don't have a video editor, but if I did, he would insert an effect right now of crickets or a zoomed in, effect on my face or something. I don't know what I'm going to call this. I just know it's going to be day one. So the title of the video is going to be day one. And you might ask yourself, oh, how many days, Kitze? I have no freaking idea. Until the end of the year, 100 days, 365 days, whatever sounds catchy. This is day one. And I'm going to do it freaking every day. And let me tell you why. I was playing Dota like a freaking madman, and I'm too fucking good at it. The problem is, man, in this life, when you're too fucking good and every single fucking thing, and you get obsessed with it, and you want to get better and better and better, I started thinking of going pro, and I'm like, hey, dummy, what are you talking about? Delete the game. While I was playing Dota, and absolutely slaying noobs at it, I had here on my second monitor, I was watching YouTube, and I have 50 tabs open in YouTube, learning to cook, a bunch of other shit. And suddenly YouTube recommended a video with 30 views. It said something like day 50 something, trying to become a millionaire day 55, or some guy trying to make money. It has 30 views. I just clicked on the video. I'm like, fuck it, I'll give this guy a view. Let me just listen to this because it reminded me of my work vlog. Just someone with a camera and a microphone sitting, no music, nothing, just ranting about their day and about their progress and about how they're trying to be better. And suddenly, while I'm playing this Dota game, I'm listening to this dude that he works at Olive Garden. He works a couple of shifts. He was recording the video at 2 a.m., 3 a.m., trying to do the thumbnail, hiring a guy on Fiverr for the things and what. And it kind of inspired me. I'm like, whatever the hell happened to my work ethic? I think I got all the nice things that I wanted to have in life. It's like, I don't want this to sound like bragging, but it really makes you, I don't know, it kind of changed me in a way that I don't know how to say this because I never actually worked for the money, but I worked for releasing my ideas out there, which actually brought money, which let me buy and enjoy all the things that I wanted, including buying this freaking house, which I never made a tour of, I never made a video about. And when you like, it's very hard to sit down, especially when you have something, just a little something happening in your day can nudge you like this, and you're like, maybe later, maybe tomorrow, maybe whatever. I have spurts of like, I would have a week where I just go at it and I kill it, whether it's recording or coding or whatever it is, and then just something happens and boom, I'm back on my bad behavior. So I think these work vlogs, I don't give a crap how many people are gonna watch this. It's therapeutic for me to just document my journey, and I know that if I do it every day, I'm just gonna get better at the things that I wanna do. So eventually, I wanna screen share with you. I wanna show you my goals. I want you to keep me accountable for how well am I doing at my goals. For example, one of my goals right now is to lose weight. I'm currently at 98 kilos. I wanna go down to 95. And today, when I hopped on the scale, I was 700 grams lighter because I'm on a certain diet right now. And I don't want to go into the details of it, but I'm just giving you an example. I have multiple things that I have going on in parallel right now, and I want to document my progress on all of them. So if you care about productivity, wellness, improving your life, and a bunch of these things, I don't know how this is going to evolve. I don't know where it's going to go, but we're starting today together, day one. You're going to learn from my mistakes, you're going to learn from my struggles, you're going to learn from everything that I do. Basically, I'm going to share my tips, tricks, techniques, apps. I'm building an app, as you know, for a year. It's called Benji, and I've been using it. Kind of procrastinated on using it in the last 2, 3, 4 weeks. I'm not even using my own app when it comes to habits. I'm ignoring my tasks. Currently, my entire life is on pause. I'm just postponing things. Things are a little bit different now. I have a kid. I never shared this. I was planning to upload a big vlog that I'm making about that. Still not done with it. Still haven't even started with editing it. I just have the material recorded. We have a beautiful baby daughter, and she's turning 3 months old, 4 months old in a couple of days. So life is pretty crazy right now. I feel like I'm living in a dream, living in this huge house, having a 4 month baby who is, thanks God, healthy and everything is fine with her, and she's growing and she's the cutest and the best thing that ever happened to me in this life. So just looking at her, when you know the previous vlogs, I get chaotic, I get in my own head, but whenever I get like that with work or whatever it is, and I just see her face and she smiles at me, it's like all of it is gone. It's the most beautiful thing ever. I would love to talk more about it in. I just want to make this video generic and touch on a bunch of different things that are happening in my life, and then maybe in the future ones, I'll discuss more about more particular things. Another thing is I would like to make these videos longer. Like maybe I'll eventually grab a couple of tea. You cannot grab a couple of tea because you usually make a cup of tea or to make a couple of tea. I want to make these videos long. Yesterday I invented a funny word. I asked my wife, have you cleaned the kitchen? So now she's trolling me about this because cleaned is not a verb. So we have this joke now. Have you cleaned the kitchen? I thought it's a word. Leave a comment if you think cleaned was a past verb for cleaned. Fuck it. What was I saying? I want to like I feel this pressure like right now bubbling that I need to make this video short. This video needs to be super short. But what I wanted to say is I can make a cup of tea. You can make a cup of tea. Put me on your second monitor. Do something, and in a way we can just chat. It can be a long conversation. What I want to do is just let my thoughts just freely, go and rant here basically. Eventually I'll have my video editor back. He's not texting me back, the fucker. If you're watching this, Ashley, what happened to you, man? What happened to you is I didn't text you for 2 years and I want you to text me back. But eventually he's gonna chop up some of the bits, but more or less for these videos I want to upload them raw as they are, my thoughts raw. Eventually from them I want to extract the transcripts, put them into chat gpt, maybe generate some blog posts, maybe generate some tweet. I've never done this. I don't know where or it's gonna go or how I'm gonna do it, but I want to make these videos longer. Long story short, another thing that's coming up soon is I have booked an assistant a couple of months ago on this website called Athena.go, I think it's called, and they told me there's like a 6 to 8 week waiting line for their assistant. So I will have a full-time assistant. This time I'm not fucking around with Upwork or whatever. I definitely recommend this website because so far they've been super professional. The price is $3,000 per month. So just to be upfront with you, because a lot of like I get a lot of DMs on Twitter when I mention this, like if you can like that's the price. That's the service. It's Athena.go. If you have a problem with them and if you want to pay someone more or less or whatever, you can go use another service. I just wanted to share my service with you because I know this is polarizing. People might be like, oh no, that's not enough money. Or people might be like, oh, that's too much money for me. So I just wanted to give you the honest amount I'm going to pay for an assistant every month. And the cool thing about it is you get them full time, so they don't work for other clients. They're gonna be trained to be your professional assistant regarding everything in your work and personal life, and I'm freaking excited for it. I've been working on a document. I've been working on a list of all the things that I want delegated, and I started writing procedures, like whether it's taxes, finances, whatever. She's gonna have access to my bank accounts and credit cards, which is going to be scary. But basically, I want to involve her or him, or they. I don't know. I don't know who's this person going to be. They still haven't messaged me back, but I want to involve them in everything that happens in my private and work life, and basically delegate as much as I can. I'm super excited for them to start. I think like I was on this hiring spree a couple of years ago when I was doing this work logs thing, and I think I got burned out on bad employees, bad contractors, bad, just things happen in a row. And I also admitted that I wasn't the best leader. I wasn't around. I'm just scattered. My goals are not, as organized as they should be. So I ended up in a situation where currently I'm working by myself. Even Praneet, who was the last employee, basically the guy who helped me create Sizzy in a way. I mean, I created Sizzy, but he was working with me on the desktop version of Sizzy since the beginning. He quit in a very peculiar time, literally the same week that my daughter was born, overlapped with the week that he was leaving the company. So he told me a couple of weeks up front. It was a shitty situation, not gonna lie to you, because I'm in the biggest chaos of my life, and just suddenly Sizzy, my biggest product, just gets left like that without the main employee who was basically replying to customers sometimes about bugs. He was fixing bugs, issuing new releases, updating Sizzy to the latest version of Chromium. Right now, Sizzy is nothing. I don't want to say dead, but nothing is happening with it. I've been trying to hire a contractor for Sizzy because something needs to happen, man. I've been exploring options of whether I want to sell it, whether I want to hire someone full time or part time or whatever. So my thoughts on that are scattered. I just know that I need, like, in order to pay this many employees, I need like a burst of income. That's why I actually created the course Zero to Shipped. I've never mentioned it actually on the video. I'm a terrible marketer when it comes to these things. So I'll put it maybe in the description or somewhere. I made a full stack course, Zero to Shipped. It's been making, it's now my second biggest revenue stream after Sizzy. So I'm happy about that. But why did I mention the course revenue? Yeah, basically, I want like the biggest and easiest way to make money for me is workshops. Like when I actually teach companies, like in a couple of days, I can make shit ton of money. The problem is I never bother. I just let companies contact me and be like, hey, we would like you to do a workshop, and then I'll do it. I'm like, this was fucking amazing. Why don't I do it more? And then I forget about it for 6 more months. So one of the first things that I have assigned my assistant to do, basically, when we had a brainstorming with the company, is to chase leads for workshops for me, because I want to do more workshops, more trainings, more conference talks, which is going to bring more money, which is going to let me hire more people, because I have way too many ideas. I have way too many things going on to handle them on my own, especially now with a child. It's going to be literally impossible for me. Like, I cannot work the crazy hours. If you remember back in the streaming days, whatever happened to the streaming days, I've been working insane hours, like 10, 12 hour streams sometimes. Sometimes I would code for like 13, 14 hours per day, which was insane. I don't have the stamina to do that anymore. And the end result is you can code for 14 hours, nothing is going to happen. Like if you don't plan your goals, if you don't plan in which direction are you going to, like if you just code directionless, like cool, you will release features and whatever. But I think you can meet your goals if you carefully um, plan them, even with a couple of hours of work per day. You can get to those goals. So that's my next strategy. Like, how do I plan my goals properly? Um, Instead of just overworking myself and working 12 to 15-hour days, because as my daughter grows, I want to spend more and more time with her. So I want to restrict my working hours to, let's say, 5 to 6 per day, which right now I have zero. Let me not lie to you. On the days when I'm working, let's say 5 6. But right now, this since December, since we started our holiday break, since December 18th until now, I have like zero, absolute 0 hours of work. So my starting goal and my end goal is to work at least from, I don't know, 8 o'clock to like 2 to 3 p.m. That's my first thing. We'll see how is it gonna go. So on Benji, there's this option to do group Pomodoro. So when I do a Pomodoro, and if you guys are doing Pomodoro at the same time, Pomodoro is this technique when you divide your time in 25-minute intervals with 5-minute breaks. You will see other people who are doing a Pomodoro. So we basically work together. So during this year, like I want to release the course as soon as I want to get it out the way. So from tomorrow, I'm recording again a couple of hours um, per day, at least 3 hours of recording per day. And as soon as I get rid of that freaking course, as soon as I deliver that course, I just want to go all in on Benji, because I believe it can be the platform to like absolutely boost your productivity to an insane level. So public accountability, working together, sharing ideas, recipes, blog posts, podcasts, equipment. Like I have so many ideas that I want to implement in Benji when it comes to how to be better but together. The initial, if you remember, the initial name of the app was Better, because that was the point, being better. Now it's called Benji because better is literally impossible to SEO. You cannot optimize SEO for something called better. So I call it Benji, but the idea is still the same. That I literally like I'm willing to give away this app for free in a way. So I'm going to find a way to monetize parts of it. But I want most of the parts to be free, because I really believe that there are forces at play right now, like Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, YouTube, TikTok, whatever, that just pull everyone in a negative direction. It just makes you a worse person. So I want to be the one force that, for the tiny group of people who have the willpower to be better, I want to help them and give them the tool. Because when you decide, let's say you decide to quit cigarettes or to quit alcohol, like in the moment, you have a freaking solution. You throw them out, right? You throw out your cigarettes, you pour down the alcohol. We've seen it in movies. And then, they have the first step. But when you say, I want to be a different person, and I want, I want to, I don't know, lose weight or do this goal or get to $1 million or whatever, there's not one tool that will help you to get there. Like you would have to install a to-do app and a planner app and a I don't know, and a fasting app and a recipes app and all of these apps and subscriptions, and with different interfaces, you're gonna burn out and eventually do nothing. So what I want is for Benji to turn into this turnkey solution. Like when you say, hey, from tomorrow I want to be better, I give you the key, you just start the ignition, boom, you have all the features there. You have your planner, you have people are sharing their favorite protein recipes, you have workouts ready to start, you have fasting, you have Pomodoros with other people. So I'm seeing all of this like you need it, but I need it for myself. So I need to create this community of like-minded people who we're gonna work hard on our goals and we're gonna freaking get there. Man, just saying all of this to the camera makes makes it already believable. I don't know, just try it. If you're not, even if you're not planning to upload a video like this on YouTube, and even if your video or this video gets 20 views, who gives a shit? It's just so therapeutic to say these things out loud, because usually they're just clouding up in your head. And yes, you want to do something, and maybe I'm gonna do it one day. And people ask you, "Hey, how's your thingy going?" And you're like, "Oh yeah, the thing is whatever." But when you say it out loud, and especially if I drone about it every single day, and eventually I do the screen sharing here on the computer, and I actually show you, how did my fasting go, or were my meals for the day, and blah blah blah. Like, I think that builds like a snowball effect of just being better and improving. Fuck yeah, we're gonna get there. So sign up for Benji if you want to. You can use Todoist and Zero and Asana and I don't know 50 million apps to get the combination of Benji. That the point of this video was not to pitch Benji, but Benji is gonna be crucial for like documenting everything that I do. And even if you don't use it, I'm going to keep my profile open. So if you're wondering, how did this guy get to this point? You can just go on Benji and see the history. He ate that for breakfast. He fasted. He did a workout. He went to the sauna. I have a sauna, by the way, which is freaking cool. I used it 15 times so far, but I'll use it more. Um, yeah, man. I don't know what else is going on. I hate how fat I am, really. Like, I don't look like a fat person. You cannot call me fat because when you're a boy, just stand up. She looks like a fit person. But I know deep down under this shirt, I've never had almost 100 kilos, man. I built some muscle for sure, but there's a lot of fat that I have to lose. So currently, I'm on this super strict diet, which excludes most dairy, honey. I promised my daughter that I'm not going to eat sweets because babies, according to the CDC, shouldn't eat sweets for the first 2 years of their life. And most parents don't respect that, but your boy will respect that. So I didn't want, to be the dick who's going to eat a Snickers while the baby just, drooling and looking at me like, Dada, why I cannot have Snickers? So for 2 years, I'm not eating sweets. I just exclude, it's like a button that I press in my brain and boom, I just don't eat sweets and that's it. Like people can eat sweets in front of me, people have eaten cakes or whatever. I just don't eat sweets, and I'm the person who doesn't eat sweets. And people will be like, it's nice to have balance, and it's nice to actually be able. But those people actually are also fat, and they also cannot control their sugar cravings. So I've heard all the stories about sugar cravings. This is what works for me. Sugar is more addictive than cocaine. People can, fight it however they want. I fought it in a way that I just turn off a button and I don't eat sweets for 2 years. What's going to happen after 2 years? I have no freaking idea. But I realized that that doesn't work because I can also keep being fat and eating. Even if I started working out every day, I bought this freaking, which you're going to see in one of the videos, walking treadmill that I walk on while working. I walked on it every morning. Now I'm working. I'm walking on it every. I'm rushing, man. I'm rushing to finish this video. Why? You said it's gonna be 30 minutes. Make it 30 minutes. So, treadmill talk. I got this treadmill. I was like, oh my god, this is the biggest life hack. You can literally just walk and work every day because if the treadmill is there under your desk and you can just, it just one thing connects to the other habit and boom, you're gonna walk every day. It didn't last for a week because the treadmill needs to be moved in and out. And one morning you just wake up groggy and tired and you see the treadmill and you're like, I'm not dragging that shit under the desk. So eventually I want to make a setup, like a treadmill setup with a monitor, keyboard, whatever, where I can jump onto and it doesn't have to be, I don't have to move it left and right because the less decisions I need to do, the easier will it be to just hop on the treadmill or maybe put it on my gaming computer. So when I'm gaming, I only game on the walking treadmill. Anyway, I was walking a lot. I started walking again because I also promised that to my daughter. I'm going to walk 10,000 steps every day until I get to 85 kilos. I have this little book called Letters to My Daughter, and this thing magically works for me because when I promise her something so far, I haven't broken a promise. So 10,000 steps, 16 hours of fasting every day, I'm doing it. My point was when I wasn't doing the diet thing, which I'm doing right now, I would do a fast every now and then. I would walk on the treadmill. I would work out in the gym, but still with just salty things, a thingy here, a thingy there, I managed to not lose weight and even gain weight. So I was like, oh shit, it's not about the sweets. I gotta do something rigorous for the first. I've never been this strict in my life. I've never restricted like white potatoes and white rice and what else am I not eating? Greek yogurt. And I excluded like a bunch of things from my diet. It's mostly like meat, veggies, eggs right now until I get to 85 kilos. So I don't know what's going to happen after that. I honestly have no idea. I just want to reach 85 kilos and we're going to see where it's going to go from there. I want to start a segment. I want to start every one of these vlogs with my current stats in life. Let's call it like the weight and the muscle percentage and how close am I to certain goals and how my habits are going, and then I can start the ranting and rambling about things. Let me know what do you think about the style of video. If you watch until here, I don't know if this is the end, but comment and be like, hey, I like the video. I would like you to do more of these videos. I would like, I would like to form this community, and I don't want it. I don't want to make it on Discord. I don't want to make it on any other place. I want to make it on Benji, or people who are doing self improvement. And I believe that in a group we can get further than you can get individually, just lost in your own thoughts, just on your own phone, on your to-do app or habit app or whatever. You've installed plenty of to-do apps, you've installed plenty of habit apps, you know how it goes. You use it for a couple of days, you delete it, you forget about it, you move on to the next one, it's shiny, oh my god, this calendar will fix my shit, you install it, you try it, you delete it. It's a cycle. But I think if you work in a group where you actually share and ping pong all of this energy and ideas and everything, I think we can get far. We'll freaking see. I started vlogging 2 days ago. I took the camera. I took my phone because I thought, damn, I'm fucking fat. I don't. This shirt. I don't like seeing my. Maybe my posture is wrong. What was I saying? I have no idea. What was I saying? Thought went places. How shitty is my shelf behind me? This with the like. Only white Instagram girls have this kind of sticky things at home. I just stole it from upstairs. It doesn't even smell like anything anymore. Yeah, camera. I was charging the GoPro. It reminded me of the camera. I wanted to start vlogging. I use my phone because even the GoPro wasn't charged. This camera didn't have batteries. Microphone is somewhere. I need a light, and I was like, "Fuck it, take your phone, vlog with it." And I realized I don't have the stamina. I don't have the stamina. Fucking word, stamina. You don't have the however you pronounce it. How do you how? Fuck it. I don't have the energy for it anymore to take a vlog and be like, hey guys, today we're gonna cook some eggs and whatever. I tried filming some of my cooking, which I started learning from a couple of days ago. I've been intensively watching YouTube videos and tutorials and cutting techniques and the science behind veggies and roasting and boiling and blah 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 blah. And I started cooking and it's amazing. And I wanted to film some of it, but I'm like, oh, where do I put my camera? Do I put it on the counter? Do I put it on that? It fell down. The garbage people rang the doorbell. I had to go take out the trash, and I was like, oh, fuck it, I'll never upload this vlog. I want to vlog again, but I want to start somewhere. And starting here is easy because I can press record, I can rant, I can stop this. Eventually, my assistant is going to take this. She's going to give it to the editor. The editor is going to chop it up. The assistant is going to review it, tell if there's some errors, mistakes, whatever. Assistant uploads it on YouTube. I don't do anything except pressing record and stop. Once we get into that flow, and once I get a bunch of these videos rolling, and once I get used to my assistant and editor working together, then we can do the old vlogs, because I'll just need to dump my SD cards on my computer and just just upload them to the cloud, and then my assistant takes over. But for now, I just wanted a simple start. So not gonna do the vlog where I go around with the camera, and I'm just gonna do these heart-to-heart talks. I got the iPhone 15 Pro Max. I never had a Max phone in my life. I hated people with Max phones. It looked like they're carrying around bricks. In my defense, the new Max phones are finally lighter because Apple made them out of titanium. And I like it. I cannot go back to a regular phone. Now when I see someone with a regular phone, it looks like a tiny phone for ants, and this looks like a professional monster of a phone. So I got used to that. Don't buy this Apple case though. I kind of like it. People are concerned that, it gets whatever. You see, it kind of got ruined. But I kind of like the vibe. I really kind of like the vibe. It gets ruined in a bunch of places. It gets destroyed. But when I touch my phone, I like it more than those silicone cases. I got the Apple Watch Ultra 2, which for a day, it made me feel like I'm an athlete. It makes you feel like, this is for extreme sports. It's for diving, professional diving. It's for, I don't know, hiking, climbing mountains. It has all of these crazy features. I haven't even walked to my own gym. So for a week, for a couple of days, it made me feel like, man, just wearing this Apple Watch is going to fix everything. I just realized, I think this is a nice way to tie everything that we were rambling about together. I realized, you get the treadmill, you get the Apple Watch, you get the smart water bottle, you get the new app, you get this and that. I can see through it transparently right now. And as soon as I get the thought, oh, this is going to fix shit, immediately it ping pongs back, like years of experience just ping pong back, and I'm like, this is not going to fix shit. So, I had this belief like, oh, this thing is going to solve everything. Oh, this is going to be the domino effect. Nothing is a domino effect. It cannot be a technology. Like, you can take this off, and you can have better fitness results. You can take this ring off and you can have better sleep. So you can not use an app, you can use pen and paper or not even use anything, and you can have better results at your goals and stuff. So for me, I love all of these tools and they help me in a way. But I've realized that no tool on its own is magical, and even a combination of tools. You can give someone a treadmill, an Apple Watch, the best computer, the best setup, the best whatever, and they're still not going to um, get somewhere where a person can get with, I don't know, a shitty laptop, and not even a laptop, maybe an old phone, and they can get further than someone who has everything. Ironically, I've been recording way more music, and I actually learned to make music on a very old Toshiba laptop with a very cheap Fender Squier guitar. It cost, I think, 150 or 200 euros at the time. My dad bought it for me. And I had like a Digitech process, whatever, music technology aside. I had very cheap equipment, very crappy headphones, and I loved making music. And I tried to replicate popular songs. So I would take like the Eurovision winner song and I would just recreate it beat by beat with drums, bass, and everything. I created a couple of songs, and I recorded a bunch of music covers with the shittiest, lowest computer I remember it, worst, cracked, pirated Windows video editing software. But I was doing things. As soon as I got a lot of equipment, I got the MacBooks, the cameras, the guitars, processors, everything that you need. I'm just not doing any music and I'm not doing anything. And it also happened with the vlog, where not with the vlog, with the streaming. I've been on a high, man. I've been going on an uphill with streaming. It's been amazing every single day. I even got rated by Michael Reeves with 24,000 viewers. That stream was crazy. And I decided to upgrade my equipment. I was like, if I get more equipment, if I get the Go XLR as a mixer, I can change my voice, I can make the stream more fun. That was like the tipping point where it went downhill for me. I started tweaking more with the hardware. I started fucking around with, oh, let's make this effect. I started getting in my own head, like, is this funny? Am I good enough? Boom, boom, bam. Whatever happened, the stream is now gone. So the speaking of the stream, maybe let's make it one of the final topics, because I don't want to make this longer than 30 minutes. Okay, it's not. I'm not gonna make a Scorsese freaking movie. This is the comeback vlog, but the next ones, I don't know how long they're gonna be, depending on my day. I just want to catch you up on freaking everything. So regarding the stream, I moved to this house, which um, two houses away from me, there's a building which has a fiber optic gigabit internet, and this street where I'm at doesn't have gigabit Ethernet. Internet. What? I'm fucking tired. I'm recording this at. It's almost midnight, by the way, so I'm recording this right now. So what I did is I got Starlink from Elon Musk, and from Elon Musk. I don't know, people hate the guy, so I thought if I just call him Elon Musk, I'll get less haters in the comments. How can you buy anything from that guy? I don't know, he makes good hardware, good cars, good whatever. Stop hating on the guy. I'm also in the middle of his book, and it's freaking fascinating. I definitely recommend every hater to read the Elon Musk book, to read how hard this fucker worked to get everything in his life. So anyway, Elon Musk aside, I bought his Starlink, and it's amazing, but the upload speed is not that good. So for downloads, we can stream 4K anywhere in the house, but for upload speeds, they're crappy. I tried one stream on Twitch, and people were like, "Oh, this is I cannot see you, bro," and whatever, and I just got discouraged. And I went from the person who couldn't code without people, like I couldn't code without my stream. I associated coding with I gotta go live and stream. Now I just got used to coding by my own, and eventually it fizzled out, and I haven't coded in a while. So shitty internet aside, I think I'll try to find, if I want to, I'll try to find a configuration for what are some right settings for the stream that it's not gonna look like Lego blocks. And even on this internet, I'm gonna try to stream, and if I succeed in that, I'm gonna try to stream every day just to get that habit back, because it made me more productive. I was shipping more. I was overall more productive when I was streaming, because it's kind of this promise: you go online at the same time every day, and you code with a bunch of people helping you. There's a lot of things to catch up on. Like there's so many things that happen, man. In the AI world, in the hardware world, the software world, the gadgets that I bought, the equipment that I use. That is like I was making a cinema room. Maybe you saw that on Twitter. I want to make a separate video about that. Yeah, wild things happening. I'm excited for this. If anyone watched it until here, leave a popcorn, like leave a comment, but also have the pop, like just say I watched till the end, or popcorn emoji or something. And thank you. I appreciate if you really watched 30 minutes of me just rambling. Hope I'll make this more concise. Hope that with these things, I'll try to bring you more value when it comes to learning about business, building company, being more productive, being healthier, eating healthier, and a bunch of other things. Let's learn together. Let's grow together. I'll leave a bunch of links down in the description. I'm so glad to be back. And before this hits the number 30, thank you for watching, and I'll see ya in the next one. Bye!